We give praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh, Yahushua Mashiach. And let's look at John chapter 5 and about verse 39. Yeah, hello? Says, search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And you will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that you have not the love of Elohim in you. That's what we sit back realizing, man. That's what you got to get to. Make sure the love of Yah is in your heart. Let's look over here to 1 Samuel chapter 13, about verse 9. We're going to look at some of the things that I was telling y'all about earlier. Matter of fact, make it about verse 4. 1 Samuel 13 and 4. It says, and all Yasharal heard say that Saul had smitten the garrison of the Philistines, and that Yasharal also was had an abomination with the Philistines, and the people were called together after Saul to Gilgal. And the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Yasharal, 30,000 chariots, stop lizard, 6,000 horsemen, and people as the sand which is on the seashore for multitude. They came up and pitched in Michmash eastward from Bethaven. When the men of Yasharal saw that they were in a strait, for the people were distressed, then the people did hide themselves in caves, and in thickets, and in rocks, and in high places, and in pits. And some of the Hebrews went over Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. As for Saul, he was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him, trembling. And he tarried 7 days according to the set time that Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And Saul said, bring hither a burnt offering to me and peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offering. And it came to pass, as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, what hast thou done? And Saul said, because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and thou came not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at Michmash. Therefore said I, the Philistines will come down now upon to me, to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto Yahuwah. I forced myself therefore, and offered a burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of Yahuwah thy Elohim, which he commanded thee. For now would Yahuwah have established thy kingdom upon Yasharal forever. What's the important thing that you sit back and you see from this here? Now, Saul's been given an instruction. What was this instruction that he was supposed to do from what you just read? What was the instruction that he was given? Y'all, what was the instruction was he just given? What do you see was he told to do? Well, let's turn back over here and let's look at this here since nobody going to answer. Verse 80 say he tarried 7 days according to the set time that Samuel had appointed him. But because Samuel didn't come to Gilgal, the people left from him. Then because the people left from him, he said he forced himself to offer a burnt offering. He told him he had done stupidly and hadn't kept the commandment. So what did Saul messed around and did in this situation? What does he turn around and did? Somebody help me. I know I ain't asking myself the question to be asking it. Don't none of y'all got no idea. Nobody. Not a soul. Nobody. Well, let's turn around and let's look at something right here then. Let's look at about 2 Peter chapter 2, since ain't nobody going to help me out. It's going to leave me hanging. About 2 and 21. And we'll work our way around from that. Obviously, Samuel had done told Saul to wait. You know what I'm saying? Saul said he couldn't wait, so he went and offered a sacrifice anyway. You know what I'm saying? After we look at this, get your Hebrews 12 and about verse 15. He said, for it had been better for them to have not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it, to turn from the Kadesh commandment delivered unto them. But as it happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned into his own vomit, and the soul that was washed in are wallowing in the mire. Before we look at the Hebrew 12:15, come back over here to 1 Samuel. See, it was better for Saul not to even got no instruction, because Saul decided that he was just going to do what he wanted to do, irregardless of what he was told. And what that's just dealing with is one key matter, and that's just having a little bit of patience. 1 Samuel 9:1. Because sometimes you just got to wait. Sit down somewhere. That won't happen.
Let's just stop.
Just kick him in the head. He said, now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Becharath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Yasharal a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. So what do you think this means by his shoulders upward, he was higher than any other people? Anybody can help me out on that? Anybody can help me out on that, what that means? I'm just wondering if anybody can help me out. I'm not sure what that could mean. Well, I take that silence as nobody knows what that means. It just means he was taller than everybody. Now we're going to look at, huh? No, some stuff it ain't that. Some stuff it ain't looking for nothing deep. Now we're going to sit back and look at the Hebrew word for choice here. That it said that he was a choice young man. Let this thing operate correct with me. And the word is back over, which means youth or young man. So he was a young man. And now we're going to look at the next thing about what it said about him. As we ascertain, because we're looking at something. And it said he was a handsome man. Because our law say not to have no respect of persons in judgment. So you're not supposed to judge somebody based on their apparel and say, well, I'm going to set you here and I'm going to set you back here because I don't like the way you dress. He said, verse 5, he said, hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Elohim chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him? But you have despised the poor, and do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Do they not blaspheme that worthy name by which you are called? If you fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, you do well. But if you have respect of persons, you commit sin, are convinced of the law, and transgressors. This all I want to talk. Don't have no respect of persons. You know what I'm saying? Don't have that. I don't think I've ever showed y'all none of that I got no respect of persons. I ain't going to sit back and look at it. Even if I see, if I had that type of mind frame, then I would have thought Troy and Will and Corey and Stanley, all them were wicked because they had fringes on. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at that as being, oh, I know that you ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I also understood to know they don't know. And just because they wearing fringes don't mean they live in any kind of way. I don't know these men. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know some of our people who know that they'll look at people who wear fringes and they'll automatically think, oh, one West type of thought or this type of thought, and try to put them in a box. Already done made a determining factor on what type of man that they are. But I don't know these men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they doing. So I ain't going to sit back and be like, oh, I know bro. Look at him. He got fringes on. Laughing at him and pointing fingers at him. All I'm going to know is, shoot, I know he don't really know that we ain't got to wear that. First chance I get, I'll explain it to him. You know what I'm saying? It could be the same way. He could have looked at me. Now, Troy told me this the first time he came. He said he looked at everybody, and none of us were dressed like he was. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some Hebrew who might look at me, man, this nigga got a polo shirt on and these boots on. You know what I'm talking about? Where his fringes at? You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't upright and righteous in no word. He ain't got no fringes on. And been made a determining factor of me off of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, don't do that, because the book just told you you'll be convicted of sin for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. If somebody wrong, they wrong. If they right, they right. That's all you need to look at. Are they wrong according to the word, or are they right according to the word? Don't sit back and look at nobody and judge them according to what you think. You know what I'm saying? Judge it in righteousness. Go ahead, Troy. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. I understand. I'll say this here. Like with women, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But you still supposed to sit back and look at, because we know you see a woman dressed provocatively. You know what I'm saying? It automatically comes into a man's mind that she looking for attention or she could possibly be a whore. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that she is, but I put it this way. If he was thinking about speaking with her or her being a prospective mate for him, that's probably going in his mind, well, I probably don't want to talk to her because how she dressed. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than if a woman see a man and he got on skinny jeans, you know what I'm talking about? And got his skinny jeans tucked into some 6-inch Timberland boots with an extra small shirt on, she gonna think he a faggot when he try to come holler at her, I don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Or if he got jeans and his belt is by his kneecaps, because that's how low his jeans sagging. You know what I'm talking about? He got a shirt that's 4 sizes too big. You might not think he a thug or this, that, and the other, but that's gonna be, put it this way, that's gonna be unattractive to you. That wouldn't pull you in. Now, I done been out in the street and seen women with stuff, and I ain't think, oh, she a whore, but I be like, boy, I can't believe baby came out the door like that. Like that. It's more of I look at it as if that was my own sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, you came outside like that? You ain't shamed? That didn't bother you? But I look at them young men like that when I see these niggas walking around here and I see all your drawers. I'm talking about I can see your whole booty. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wanted to take your manhood right now, there was nothing to be able to stop them. You know what I'm saying? And I be looking at you like, tighten up, young man. You know what I'm saying? And I know that can be hard, but I'm sitting back telling y'all is when you see that, you might have certain things go in your mind, but don't sit back and try to judge their character based on their apparel. Because some people do stuff because they think it's cool. And that's not really who they are. Some of y'all done wore certain clothing in your youth or you knew about their word and you were doing it not because that was indicative of who you were as a person, because you were just following behind what everybody else was doing. That's what the trends was at the time, how people dressed. That's how you dressed. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. Let's come over here and let's finish this thing here, what Paul, 2 Corinthians 15. Let me knock out this Revelation 1 and 5 since I mentioned it. Kira says she got a problem with thinking dude's gay after watching some movie called Cover. Especially Stu. I'm going to be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, you see a grown man with them little extra tight pants on, something probably about him ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about straight leg jeans. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about jeans that fit. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Then got on some stretch pants. Grown man with some stretch pants. Something highly questionable about you. You know what I'm saying? You like, I understand like how Dave Chappelle said it, if you ain't a hoe, why you got on a hoe's uniform? You know, if you ain't a faggot, why you got on a faggot's uniform? You know what I'm saying? But I remember what Amasha told you, don't judge according to appearance, judge righteous judgment. See, you turn around and you look at it, see the people judged according to the appearance of Saul, they didn't judge righteous judgment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit back and look at people's actions. Now obviously we talking about people that's in the world. So you already know they living as transgressors. You know what I'm talking about? But like I said though, I'm gonna use Troy as an example. I ain't know what Troy was doing. I know Troy sent me a friend request. I told him, boy, I see you from Jasonville. He was like, yeah. I shot him my number. He texted me, say he was going through some things. Keep me in prayer. I ain't know nothing about what he got going on. I might have had thoughts about, man, well shoot, bro, probably doing something he ain't got no business and probably got himself in a situation